Hey guys, it's Matt again. Okay, on this video we're going to cover two things. We're going to cover the text and we're going to cover message. We're still in chapter 11 of our book for those that have it. And essentially what we're going to look at first is a text. So again, similar to what we seen the last time, the same width and height, frames per second is going to be 50. We're going to pull in our wall picture and we're going to this time provide a score variable that's going to give us our text. And similar to a lot of text, you normally would have, as you see, your color, the font color, the font size, and the value. What is the text actually going to display? So on this particular example, we're going to display a high score, and we're going to have the font size at 60 with the color of black, and the X and Y coordinates again is going to place that particular value upon our image or background. This particular line of code here is game screen add scores. This is actually what it does is it adds this object into our program. Okay, and then our last deal, of course, is the main loop. So if I go over here and actually run the bat file to see what this looks like, bear with me. You'll see it pop up here in a minute. Okay, so here it is popping up, and it's pretty much exactly what we were kind of expecting. Our width and height, and then this is our value that we provided it here, our font size of 60, color of black, and the actual location that's going to be in. We can actually make changes to this as we go through here just to display it. A couple of things. The color with the downloaded Sprite and Pygames, there is actually specific colors that you can use for it. Let me find that real quick for you. So here's the values that you can actually use. This is red, green, dark green. So what we could do is we could actually make our color variable color dot red, color dot blue, color dot gray. But these are the specific colors that's provided to us from the sprite. So let's go ahead and make a quick change on this just for demonstration purposes. We'll go ahead and change the font to, let's make it bigger. Let's make it 80. And let's change our black color into, let's say, dark green, if I could type. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to push this down here and see if it'll hold this while I rerun the bat file in order to pull up our new refresh program here. So here it comes up. Good. Get this out of the way. So now we have our new variable, or I'm sorry, new value of 17532, and our font size change, and also our color. Now moving on to message, which is a little bit different than text, as we just demonstrated here for the text. So this particular script here on the messages, it's very similar, except there's a couple of differences here. Of course, obviously the message piece of it itself. The message is used for a small period of time only, unlike the text that you would normally have up here for like a logo or something to that effect. The message, you more likely will use it for error messages or perhaps hints or something of that nature. So on this particular module here was one message that eventually will invoke with this code. We're going to have a U1 message that's going to be provided to us with the font size of 100 and a color of red. But what a little bit difference also is that our X and Y coordinates is not going to be a fixed coordinate like we've seen before. We're actually going to take our screen width and our screen height and we're going to divide it by 2. And what that will do is actually put our message right in the dead center of the full screen. I'm going to get these out of the way. And the other thing to also note too is the lifetime. The lifetime value is going to be how long will that message be displayed. And how you can actually do this is, let's say we have a value of lifetime of 250, but notice our frames per second is 50. So what's 5 times 5 is 25. So this will actually show the message for about 5 seconds. That's how you determine the length of the message. The after death is something that we can use as far as pulling in another method or a function to pass through. But on this particular example, we're going to just do a quit. What that will do is actually kill the program, and it will just shut everything down. So let's look at this. Let's go ahead and run this bat file also, and that way we can see it in display. So here it comes, pops up. Get that out of the way. It has the U1, about 5 seconds, and then it runs through and quits. You might not be able to see that as quickly. Let me try to run it one more time. And also, let me see if I can extend this out to here and maybe catch it a little bit. Here it comes up, and there it pops in, about 5 seconds, and this will go away, and then it kills it. So there's your examples of using a text versus a message for our pie game that we'll eventually end up creating here, or pizza game rather. Thanks.